プロジェクトがスムーズに進んでいるのは安心しますが、どうやらあなたが
What's up, lads? Mr. King Cobra in your house. Today I'm gonna teach you how to play the budget Ifrit, Corroserum.
ネタはいつも短いものです。では、そろそろ仕事と行きましょうか。
Corroserum is a 5 stars Blastcaster operator who specializes in AoE and debuff. What is Blastcaster? Blastcaster, which means deals AoE arts damage in a long line and has a linear attack range of 4 tiles ahead, and his attacks hit all enemies within the said range. His attack range has 4 in Elite 0. When you Elite 1 him, he increase 1 tile, while the unusual range makes him difficult to be utilized effectively in most operations. He has high base attack, and his skills give decent attack buffs, but he has slow attack speed and rigid attack range reduce his actual DPS potential, especially when you consider it, he have massive 33 DP cost. He basically like Ifrit, but less budget. If you don't have Ifrit yet, let's jump into Corroserum review. Corroserum has 1 talent. First talent, Tactical Readjustment. After not attacking for a 4-second, own skill point recovery rate increased per second. This talent is a pretty decent boost for stages where the enemies come in waves and not in a constant stream, and synergizes pretty well with one of his skills. It also stacks with other skill point boosters, such as Telopsis or Mostoma, resulting in potentially really quick charges. Corroserum has 2 skills. First skill, Focus Overload. Attack increase. Corroserum is stunned for 10 seconds after skill duration end, which is a large attack buff that stuns Corroserum for several seconds after it ends. While Corroserum is stunned, he is not attacking. This skill can combo with his first talent for guaranteed to trigger and refresh Focus Overload's duration more quickly when he got stunned after use first skill. Second skill, Conductive Corrosive Blast. Attack increase and attacks silence the target for a short period. This skill can manually deactivate, which grants a smaller attack buff and causes Corroserum's attacks to inflict silence for the duration. This skill trades a significant amount of Corroserum's firepower for a more support-oriented presence, giving him some of the longest silence infliction capabilities in the game. Silence can be very powerful. It debilitates enemies like glacial-infused or Ginium slugs, but a lot of enemies are immune to its effects. My opinion about Corroserum. Corroserum is a good Blastcaster who can melt down the flesh and bone of enemies who stands in his way without much effort, as long as he is deployed and used correctly. Corroserum's stat spread is generally just a worse version of Ifrit's. Even at equal levels, Corroserum loses against Ifrit in the attack department by over 100 plus points, which is a pretty huge deal when your archetype is heavily DPS. Where Ifrit focuses on heavy damage paired with powerful debuffs, Corroserum instead optional for somewhat lower damage with silence support, as expected from his lower rarity. Is it good for Mastery 3? His 2 skills. First skill has massive buff, which is 135% attack boost in Mastery 3, except duration. First skill has 30 seconds duration in every level first skill, but he has downside. He got stunned for 10 seconds when the skill ends. While the stun at the end of the skill, this would usually be considered a negative aspect. Corroserum's talent makes it so that over half of that time is spent recovering a mount skill point every second. Second skill has huge buff 100% attack boost, silence enemies for 5 seconds, and 25 seconds duration in Mastery 3 skill. This skill also doesn't mix well with his range and very slow attack interval, forcing him into conventional Ifrit lane positions, where he is able to silence enemies before they enter another operator's range. At that point one may as well use another long-ranged operator with easier positioning like Lapland. I'd not say his 2 skills is bad, It's actually as good enough. Maybe first skill is the best choice if you're not focusing silence enemies. Once again, it depends to you for mastery 3 his 2 skills. Is it good for newbie player? If you don't have Ifrit, use Corroserum for low budget Ifrit. But, I'm just wanna say, use Corroserum when the maps has long tiles and places correctly. If you already understand this Corroserum review, now you must see, your Corroserum now should look into like this.
手に汗握るテストがついに始まりますね。
みんなこっち来て。跟我来。弹幕。轮到我出场了吗？これが戦場というものね。も
ちろんこれも仕事の一環です。
おいしいもの食べよう。
レッツゴー。
ふむの特製料理だよ。
What's for the flash？
本気で行くよ。
皆さん極力すぐに投稿しないようにお願いできますでしょうか。
おいしいもの食べよう。りんごちゃん今日もよろしくね。みんなお腹すいた？
何か追加で指示はありますか？
おいしいもの食べよう。
何か皆さんにご協力いただきたい。
一会儿去拍摄。本当は焦っちゃダメだよ。
逃ごうか。
もうそういう香りは好き？私？
皆さん極力すぐに投稿しないようにお願いできますでしょうか。